Well, happening Saturday, it's a big day for many Star Wars fans as they celebrate Star Wars Day. But it also is a big day for horse racing. The Kentucky Derby celebrates its 150th year, and the event is going to kick off with its red carpet, introducing fans to the horses and their jockeys. This will be followed by a mint julep, which is a legendary cocktail party, and then there will be a military ceremony. There's still no word yet on who will be performing the national anthem, but you can watch the race right here on NBC 23 starting at 2:30 p.m. And happening Saturday also, the Kentucky Derby, like we mentioned, one of the most famous horse races in the world, but it could be also one of the most expensive. Ahmed Fareed breaks down how much it costs exactly to enter the race.
They're all in line. We're ready for the start. They're off. It's the Kentucky Derby.
Ever wonder how much it costs to enter the Kentucky Derby? First off, you need a horse, and not just any horse, but a 3-year-old thoroughbred of championship quality. Now, depending on whether you go the breeding route or buy the horse at auction, the price ranges from tens of thousands all the way up to $4 million. The average auction price of horses in the 2023 Derby field was around $446,000. Add in maintenance fees like training, healthcare, equipment, food, and you're spending around $50,000 a year for up to 3 years. As a horse is trying to qualify for the Kentucky Derby, there are transportation and entry fees that come with every race leading up to that potential trip to Louisville. In total, you're looking at around $175,000. But luckily, you will take home some cash for running well in a Derby prep race.
Inside the 16th pole, the Florida Derby to Todd Pletcher, and always dreaming.
And he's for real. We just saw one of the favorites for your Kentucky Derby.
Once your horse has qualified for the Run for the Roses, there is a nomination fee, $600 if you register early, $6,000 by April, or $200,000 after that. Plus, there's $25,000 to enter and $25,000 to start. And now you need a jockey. The minimum mount fee for the Kentucky Derby is $500. So let's say all in that you are spending $822,000 to get to Churchill Downs on the first Saturday in May. But how much can you cash in? In 2024, the total purse is $5 million. 3.1 of that goes to the winner. And here's how you divvy up those winnings. 80% goes to the owner, while the trainer and jockey each get 10%. Yes, a lot does depend on the cost of your horse, but on average, an owner would take home over $1.65 million if they can win the Kentucky Derby.
Wow. Well, coming up on the Today Show, Dylan Dreyer and Mike Tirico will be live from the iconic Churchill Downs racetrack with the preview of the big race. Now, you can watch the full preview on the Today Show. That coverage starts right here on NBC 23 at 7 a.m. Jessica, you're a pretty big fan of the Kentucky Derby. And before I ask you why, we want to say thank you very much to our amazing producer, Alette, for giving us a little inspo here for the big day.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Alette.
I'll be honest with you. I usually follow some of the races and see, because you can win, I can't remember, the Triple Crown by winning the Kentucky Derby along with the 2 other big horse races. Haven't truly been keeping track this year of some of the big names, so I apologize. But I was just telling Danielle, when I was a kid, I went through a brief phase where I was interested in seeing what it would take to be a jockey.
Wow.
And they just kind of hit the nail on the head based on what I learned. You
didn't know that.
The owner of the horse, they get all the money. If you're the trainer and the jockey, you get a little bit. But if you don't win, you're not making a lot.
Wow.
So would you like to go to the Kentucky Derby?
I've never been. I would like to go at least once. Other than that, not sure if it's my cup of tea, but the outfits look pretty cool.
I was about to say, a huge part of the Kentucky Derby is just the hats, the outfits, the springy summer kind of, vibe. So I feel like you could piece together a great outfit. That seems more up your alley than the actual horse racing part
I think so too. I'll go take some photos and then
exactly. I am excited to see some of those photos. Hopefully we'll get maybe some celebrities to see who attended at the beginning of next week.
Yeah, and then they're also going to announce who's going to do the national anthem, which I'm pretty pumped about.
That's also an exciting part. So yeah, hopefully some of you guys can tune in on Saturday.
Wow, we can watch while wearing these.
Yes.
Why not? Sure. Pretty exciting stuff.
The app that transforms your smartphone into your own personal GPS audio tour guide. I'll tell you how it's expanding from Hawaii to national parks and scenic drives. I'm Rich DeMuro. That's coming